Okay, just come in from another shift. Really long day. It wasn't as bad as yesterday, so anyway, I fancy something, because I'm not in tomorrow, so I'm going to have a couple of beers tonight. And I thought I'd start off, I'll have a couple of low ABV beers, because I've got those beers from Tim, and they're all pretty heavy hitters. And I really don't want to sort of have one of them and then be on my arse 10 minutes later. Anyway, I popped into Marks and Spencer's, which is the local supermarket to me. Now, as you know through my other reviews, I've done quite a lot of their range. They tend to, obviously they're not a brewery themselves. They'll buy brewery recipe beers and give them a different name half the time. For example, they do a Cornish IPA, which is basically St Austell's proper job, a little bit more hopped up. They do a Scotch ale, which is a Cairngorm beer, which whose name escapes me at the moment. And, you know, some of them are not very good. Some of them are a couple of stinkers in there. But anyway, cut a long story short, I've got hold of a couple of their seasonals, which they're selling at the moment. So if you've got Marks and Spencer's near you in the UK, this might interest you. Well, let's see, depending on how good they are. So anyway, the first one is going to be this one. It's the Southwold Winter Beer. That's what it's labelled as. Now let's tell you what it is. Okay, it says, this winter beer, created by master brewer Fergus Fitzgerald, is made in the flavourful broadside style. Ah, so it's an Adnams. Okay, so it's like the Adnams broadside, but obviously it's made in that style, so it's going to be a little bit different to the actual Adnams broadside, which I've had and loved. It uses 4 different East Anglian malts, including a dark chocolate malt, and is traditionally top fermented. And it comes in at 4%, so it's a pretty low ABV. And let's have a look and see what it's like. There you go. Yeah, it does say Adnams on there, as you can see. It's created by the master brewer. Okay, if it's anything like broadside, then I'll really like it. But I think broadside's about 5.6, something like that. Right, nice little 4% to start the night with. Lovely. Okay, see if I can get a bit of a head on it. Yeah, it doesn't look too... Actually, it's not too bad. Nice sort of dark brown colour. It looks very much like an Adnams broadside. That's a very similar colour. Off-white sort of head. Quite creamy. For a 4%. Right, let's get a nose on it, see what we get. You have to excuse my throat, I've been working in the car park for the last couple of days. And I've been breathing in a lot of fumes, so not good. It doesn't smell like broadside. In fact, I'm getting that sort of Shepherd Neame sort of yeast. To those guys who've had Shepherd Neame beers, i.e. Master Brew, Spitfire, what else are there? Oh, so many. You know, you get that sort of recognisable soury sort of yeasty smell. I'm getting that with this. A little bit of roasting, not too much. It's really, really slight. I'm not really getting much. I'm just getting that sort of almost like a light sort of sour note. Not the most pleasant smell, but let's see where this goes. Cheers. What does that taste like? I've had that before. Sorry. I'll tell you what that tastes like. If you've ever had Brains SA Gold, it's got this very sort of recognisable yeast. Very similar to the Shepherd Neame, but I find it more palatable. It's a nice sort of mild, bitter sourness, and I don't know, it just gives it this nice sort of like really drinkable sort of bite on your palate, and you know, it's just lovely to just knock back. I'm getting that with this. It's very, very light. It is nice actually. Yeah, the more you drink it, the nicer it gets. It's very light. There's not that much carbonation. The initial taste you're getting that nice sort of sour yeasty sort of flavour, combined with a bit of bitterness. You're getting a nice bit of sweetness as well, which sort of generates around the tongue. It's not there for very long. And then you're left with this. It's so subtle. It's probably the most subtle roasting I've ever tasted in a beer. It's really, really distant, almost like a fragrant roasting. You know, it's just passing, very fleeting. You get that, and then you just get this very tiny bit of bitterness as well, which actually makes it quite refreshing. You can taste that it's a low ABV as well. Because it is slightly like a lighter version of the broadside. But I'll tell you what I'm getting a little bit of, which is strange, a little bit of watermelon, if that makes sense. I'm getting a tiny touch of that on the edges. There's a little bit of fruit in it, a very tiny bit of fruit. Like you say, you're getting that tiny bit of roasting, but there's not really that many spices, so I can't really see how it's a winter beer. But if you are going to Marks and Spencer's, I suggest picking up a bottle and giving it a try. 7 out of 10. It's nice. It is a nice beer. I'd session that, yeah, definitely. About 4 or 5 bottles of that. Lovely. That'll do me for a nice evening. Good stuff. So there you have it. Thanks for watching the Urban Viking review. Excuse me. And I'll see you again soon. Cheers.